Poole has a huge history, and an illustrious one, to the point where this building behind us has been here for at least 200 years. The guy who we're going to unveil a plaque to used to worship here. So it was doing a useful job then, and it has ever since. To the best of my knowledge, it will continue to do so. One of the things that has appealed to me is the fact that Mr. Gosse has got relatives that have sent emails to me saying how pleased they are that Philip Gosse is being remembered in such a way. And one of those descendants is stood to my left. I don't know whether, Mark, you'd want to say anything, but it is a fact that you know of this guy.
There are two.
Yes, well, we actually have a slight.
Even better.
He was my third great granduncle, and so he was the son of my fourth great grandfather. But I think you've got a direct.
Well, he's my great grandfather. And my aunt is still around, and I'm taking photographs for her, Jennifer Gosse.
So I mean, there is lots of really interesting. You've read some of the information over there. There's lots of really interesting information on the URC website. But essentially, he spent his early childhood here and probably got his inspiration for becoming a naturalist from the rock pools of Poole Harbour, but once and actually he started his career also in adulthood by working for a company that was involved in the Newfoundland trade, and then went over to Newfoundland and started publishing naturalist books, and moved, I think, on to America and Alabama, and eventually came back and settled and died in Devon in a place called Marychurch. But he was very illustrious in his time. He published an awful lot of material. He was a very good draftsperson, and his career was somewhat let down by a great work that he tried to produce in the later years called Unveil, but you can go and look that up. But it's really important, I think, to recognise the people in Poole's past, and he's certainly one of our significant figures.
Thank you very much, Mark.
I can't add any more to what Mark has said, but it's a fascinating family, because going down, you've got Edmund Gosse, and who's a famous writer of Father and Son, which is about the struggle really they had between themselves, and then Sylvia Gosse, who is an artist and friend of Walter Sickert in the early part of the 20th century, and she lived to 91. So it's a very famous family. There's a lot of very famous descendants as well, but I think this is great to commemorate him today, so I'm really pleased.
Oh, that is good news. Thank you. One of the delights of living in Poole is realising just how well connected we all are. And one of the things I perhaps ought to say, since I have got the floor for a minute, is the fact that one of Poole's people, one Robin Moy, who sadly we lost last year, decided that it would be good news to flaunt the Poole flag, and as a consequence of his enthusiasm and determination, we have the Poole Flag Trust, and that's the reason why you see the Poole flag behind you, because we decided that it would be a good thing to collaborate with the Poole group of the Dorset Wildlife Trust to commemorate one of our famous predecessors in the town of Poole. So, having said that, anybody that would like to know more about the Poole Flag Trust, I'd be happy to talk to them sometime or other. But I think that's enough from me. Could I ask the Mayor to unveil the plaque?
Thank you, everyone. It's a privilege to be here to unveil the plaque for Philip Gosse. He obviously was an inspiration to many people, and the connections to Poole are fascinating. So at this point, I'm going to reveal the thing.
Thank you very much.
That's really good.